Right.
and
Well, sure,
seminar.
sure. Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying that for the president to say, given everything that he's already raising taxes on all other kinds of things, adding one additional 14% one-time tax on overseas profits. I mean, how many years have businesses been investing and making plans and setting things up based upon the current tax code? And then all of a sudden the game completely changes. How could there not be a massive ripple effect of unintended consequences as a result of this absurd proposal?
Well, I agreed again. I mean, and you just look at Obamacare. Companies, what, a couple of years ago, not wanting to hire people because the uncertainty of what was going to go on as it relates to Obamacare. Now they know. You have this kind of offshore stuff going on. I get all that. I get all that. I don't know. As I said, the whole thing just kind of rubs me. Yeah.
All right, so the last thing, and this is the trickery. I actually read an essay about this particular aspect and the implications of it.
Mm-hmm.
The entire budget assumes an average economic growth of 3.1% over the entire 10 years that the
Right.
budget is proposed, which would be, if it did that, it would be the longest average, having 3.1% growth over 10 years. The country's never ever done that 10 years in a row, ever. Uh, since 2000, we've averaged 1.9%. All of the revenue, all of the deficit projections, the entire framework of all the economic analysis all hinges based upon an averaged economic growth of 3.1%.
Right.
If we get anything close to what we've had for the last 15 years of average, um, or any other average, no matter how you slice things, for any sort of extended period of time, the entire thing crumples in a heap of pain.
Okay, so let me go all Ron Paul here. Okay. When have any government projections ever been borne out? Military project projections, ever, ever borne out?
Hold on a second. I don't have an instinct on that. I'm going to Google it. Let's see what the Google tells me. How
Mm.
many times has the government predictions have they ever?
Come
Oh,
on.
Google says zero.
Yeah, see, so there we go. So, and listen, back to the salient point. And you made it, and I made it. He knows this had no chance in hell when he put the proposal together. The intent, the sole intent, is what he's done from the beginning. It's to pit one group of Americans against the other. It's to put it out there, and he loves it probably better than ever this time because the Republicans control both the House and the Senate. So it will be the Senate, the House, both Republican, who vote this down, and then he dutifully, not dutifully, I mean, he knows, as do all Democrats, him and Nancy Pelosi on down, that then the Democrats will run on and pick stuff out of this and do the dopey commercials, like the Paul Ryan look-alike pushing the old lady off the chair on the cliff, all that kind of stuff, wheelchair in the cliff. That's the only intent here. This is theater, man.
Right. Well, no question about it. It to me, in addition to the theater part for today's politics, it just gives me a bit of a preview of the kind of things the Democrats are going to throw at Republicans for the 2016 election, I think.
That's all it's about. That's all it's about. He knows. I mean, I said this in different words earlier. He knows his legacy that he hoped to create through Obamacare, through fair share, through spreading the wealth around. He knows that's the poll numbers on that never going anywhere up for the rest of his term. He knows that people don't trust him. He knows that they think he'll lie if he needs to. He knows that overwhelmingly people say that the country's not headed in the right direction and that we're not respected anymore in the world. He knows all that stuff. So what he is doing, this is his maybe not final. He do it again next year. This is one of his final attempts to say, okay, I screwed up there. He doesn't say it that way, but I got to create at least a legacy, when I'm done, that I helped Democrats do well in 2016. That's all this is about.
Right. Yep. Absolutely. Totally agree with you, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So speaking of Democrats, dude, this is by the way. Houseman and I have, because we're very busy. We have the multiple ventures on our plate at any given time, and dealing with board meetings and everything else. We have to create stacks of stuff. I mean, kind of like Rush Limbaugh, but we have to create a lot more because we're a lot, more involved in the stuff than Rush is. So, but this is from our stack of who didn't see this coming, right? That stack. Dozens of House Democrats threatening to boycott the Netanyahu speech before the joint session of Congress in March. Are you as shocked about that as I am?
I cannot believe. Well, actually, you know what? That's not your question. Your question is, am I shocked?
Right.
No, I am not shocked at all.
And of course, I was kidding, but
yeah, not shocked, but absolutely disgusted by it.
Me too. Damn it, me too.
I mean, what's the statement that they're making? I mean, they are really our only significant ally, except for maybe Jordan, in the crazy cul-de-sac in the Middle East. The guy that, I mean, we have agreements with the country of Israel that if there's some kind of significant war that goes on, we're now in the middle of it. I mean, that's Democrats in 1940 refusing to listen to Winston Churchill standing in D.C. making a speech after they had already been attacked by Germany.
You're right, and it's petulant children throwing a petty fit, right? Okay, their panties are in a wad because Netanyahu accepted the invitation from Boehner, and Obama did not give his blessing. So, what the hell is that going to prove, other than petty politics?
Other than petty politics?
Yeah. What are they going to demonstrate? They being the Democrats.
Beyond petty politics, nothing.
There's no. No. I mean, look. Politics is politics, but to your point, and we've said it multiple times, Israel has a very unique relationship with this country, and we with them. And to diss, and I would use a stronger word if you and I were talking offline, but the Prime Minister of Israel, who is among the most courageous world leaders out there right now. I mean, you and I talked about the size of the country. We've talked about what they are surrounded with, what the intent of those who surround Israel is. Okay, they're pissed off at Boehner and Netanyahu, but the message that they will send with this, to me, is it's inexcusable, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that, and I just think, what you know what? Looking into the details, what's the justification? I mean, I understand. Oh, yes, well, postpone it till after the elections because, I mean, obviously, if there's one thing that's incredibly important right now going on in the world stage, as well as here domestically in the United States, is our reverence and unbelievable concern over not having any sort of influence over the Israeli elections. I mean, it's basically the one thing I've been concerned with at least for a fortnight. So, but beyond that important issue of the Israeli elections, what other possible explanation can they give?
It's just, you know what? It's na 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 na, and it's petty politics. That's the only thing it is. And you know that the White House has worked on, not that Pelosi and company needed worked on, but you know that the White House is strong-arming people, probably as we speak, people being Democrat legislators to not show up for this thing. And, here's a guy, Steve Cohen, don't know him, Democrat, Tennessee, to Politico. I just don't know if it's the proper response or not. But I think it's a mistake, and it might be a proper protest. Well, you're wrong there, but I haven't made a definite decision yet. That guy is being strong-armed just for making that comment to Politico. It is not a proper response. God, you respect a foreign leader, and of course, I don't know if I asked you this before, but suppose Nancy Pelosi invited Abbas, Palestinian president, or wherever the hell he is, to speak before a joint session when she was speaker. You suppose Obama, were he president, to have his panties as much in a wad as he does about this, just because he wasn't consulted beforehand?
Oh gosh, yeah, totally. Now it's interesting. Talking Points memo, the link that you sent, aren't they traditionally conservative? Interesting. Are you looking at the comments? Let me read you some of the comments, folks. I think they should. Open. Okay, this is links on the article, and we'll put it up on the rightmics.us website, of course. I think they should not go. It should be really clear that Netanyahu was invited by the people only on one side of the aisle. It's a very rare occasion that I ever write my congressman because he almost always does the right thing. However, I'm going to make it clear to Rep. Yarmouth that he should support the president and the office of the presidency by refusing to attend Bibi's speech. I am so effing sick and tired of Israel occupying so much of our foreign policy decisions, and sick and tired of any criticism of their actions being branded as anti-Semitic. Those are the top four comments.
Yeah, screw you, And listen, we can debate, and I think with good cause. We could debate whether Boehner should have done that without consulting the White House. Now I'm just talking about protocol. And whether Bibi should have accepted for the same reasons. But it's done, okay? It happened. We can debate whether it was properly handled or not. But now that it's done, to do this, I think, is just, like I said, it's just, it's reprehensible, petty politics.
Yep, totally agree. All right, man, we got less than 2 minutes, so let's transition off of that. What do you got going this weekend? Anything fun?
You know what? As a matter of fact, I do have something going, but it's not going to be fun. I don't know how much I've told you in the past, but we have a condo down on a reservoir, excuse me, hour south of Indianapolis, and there was flooding from a condo above. Did I ever tell you that story?
No.
Okay, and I'm not going to tell it to you now. Massive damage, insurance covered. It's taken over a year to get it properly put back together. This weekend, as in tomorrow, we are heading down there to do a little cleaning, and then the moving guys are coming in about noon to bring everything back. It has been a complete nightmare. That sounds fun, doesn't it? Are you doing something more fun than that?
Well, I'm gonna get all of the hair in my belly button bleached. No, what am I doing? Tonight I'm having dinner with all the guys from the Dennis Miller radio show.
Already told us. We got them.
Yeah, and then Sunday night is Better Call Saul, which is the spinoff from Breaking Bad. It's pilot episode.
Wow.
Jess, are you going to be watching that?
I didn't know about that, but yes, I'm super excited now.
Oh my God.
This is going to be awesome.
What it is. I'll set my DVR. Hey, listen.
You never watched Breaking Bad, Mike?
Hey, we're out. We're out of time. We're out.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Come back.
This show is produced by IJReview.com.
This show is copyright by VLR Media. All opinions of panelists and guests are their own and may not reflect the opinion of VLR